All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Set, ready? 60 or. Hey, Charlie.
Hey, we got Mike 50, huh?
Hey, pick pilot, 64, weak. Big trip.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Shoot.
Kill. Turn. Look at me. Go. Ready.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Get him.
Blue draw quarters.
Hey, watch it. Check 31.
Hey, seam 6.
Check it back.
Gone. Hit it.
They'll set up to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM that always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
3 down.
Go.
Here we go. 50.
Let's go.
2nd and 6. He'll have a first down past the 40. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Hey. Snap.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
We go. 94. Hey, Delta.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I got one. Hey,
go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's to his running back, Sony Michel.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4.
Go.
check 52 is the mic.
Yes.
We want this.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now Rosen looking to throw. Pressure comes, and down goes Rosen.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Rosen will throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And it's caught by Parker. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big play there for Miami. 48 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They forced them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, saying, hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
They run with Taylor. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the Patriots' 26-yard line.
On second down, it's Taylor. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On third down, Rosen. And this is Piker, complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The Pats at the line, ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball and try and get things settled down a little bit.
The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Topper!
They'll run with Michelle. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, Sam off. Come. Check. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
On first down, Drake. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Second and 9 at the 44-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, check 24.
And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Open man is Higgins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Rosen on 1st and 10. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Granted, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. A give to Michelle running right. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. He's at the 30, past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ready, break.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because
under pressure, they got him again. Trey Hendrickson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. They'll look to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down now. It's Taylor, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Middle.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Sanders' kick is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
That's it, baby. We go.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. The give to Taylor. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Looking at a 3rd and 2. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
First down.
Silver. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Hey, wahoo!
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Parker unable to get that one. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
General West. Hey, high 7.
Back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rosen. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
You ready? Hey. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. It's our field. It's our field.
On first down, it's Rosen. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And now it's 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
All right. Here we go. Let's go, B. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Check. Alert.
Rosen just getting the snap off and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
From the gun on third down, it's Rosen. Trying to lay one up deep. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. This quarterback now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but first and 10 here. Back to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and it's third down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. 3 down. 3 down.
5. They're going to look to throw. Open man is Gordon, complete. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
A throw over the middle taken in, and he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. Catch is made by Harry. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now back to throw. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
That's another Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a first and 10 at the 11.
Hey, Alpha.
Choose the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Hey. Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Watch the run, watch the run.
After the interception, here's Rosen. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. To throw is Rosen. He goes underneath the Drake. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges. 54.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rosen. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
He gets his first catch there, but all in all, when you're talking about the #1 receiver in the NFL coming into this game, and we're just talking about the first catch there, I think they're doing a nice job of bottling him up.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Rosen. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one goes for 30 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rosen. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. This pass complete to Higgins. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles Harris just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They'll set up a throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now Drake loses the football.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he slings one that's incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
We own them. Greystone, travel. 5.
They'll run it. This is Michel. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward.
Ready? 10 logo.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Got to do better.
Looking to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, They frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Keep playing hard.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
Let's get it.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike 54. I'm coming.
They stay on the ground with Drake. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. They set the goal beginning of the year. Hey, let's win 7 games. Unfortunately, with this loss,